Yo, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our jam of the week. So today we, of course, have Canadian royalty on the goddamn show. So we have to bring in a band that we've never covered before somehow, but it's time, everybody. Hell yeah. Yeah. Fucking, this is goddamn Rush with Tom Sawyer.
Here's the problem, though.
Oh, yeah. What's the problem?
These YouTube comments are not going to be kind because I love Rush.
I do too. I've just
fine.
I've just recently gotten into, I just turned 38 years old and the time is nigh. I've just gotten into 80s Rush pretty big.
Oh yeah.
Like Spirit of the Radio, fucking
here's the problem with that music.
Yeah.
I love it, and it is, and let's all say it together, not good.
Oh, but it's so fun.
Like, I mean, what's that song, or the song about living in suburbia that I absolutely love that is so synthy?
Is that Spirit of the Radio?
It's not Spirit of the Radio, but it's that period. Like, that almost broke up the band.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. They all hated that shit, except for Neil, right?
Geddy Lee loved it.
Oh, that's right. He's the synth guy.
He's the synth
that
guy.
Makes sense.
And it eventually came, Alex Lifeson sat him down and was like, hey, I play the guitar.
Yeah.
You have to let there be guitar parts in these songs or I quit this band. And the thing with Rush that is very good is they are the only band, I think, that really realized very quickly we should not be successful if we do anything in terms of lineup. We are fucked.
Yeah. You got to stay exactly like this. Yeah. Well, this song, of course, comes off the 1981 classic Moving Pictures. This song has 82 million views on YouTube, 30,814 comments, and I read every goddamn last one of them. So now, let us drop down briefly into the YouTube comment section for Rush's Tom Sawyer and see.
It's going to be so bad.
Let's see what the people have to say. First,
this wasn't written by Mark Twain.
First up, Marcos Landeros from 7 years ago just bought a Corvette. Played Limelight with the AC going.
Nice.
Doing 120 on I-35, North San Antonio. I thought I was in heaven.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the median Rush
I'm
guy.
going to tell you this. I like that this guy commented on this song.
Yeah.
Talking about
a different song. Oh, yeah. And talks about going 120. But before that, just make sure you know, I was in a Corvette. Was it convertible? No, I had the AC going.
Sandy, you're a Texas person. Would that be a Texas thing of that he's letting you know his car has AC? Like, that's more of a status than
in San Antonio. It's kind of
needed. I mean, in Texas, you have to have AC or you're like fucked, so I just think it was a nice detail of his story that he thought would add to it.
Willie Muniz from 6 years ago. When this came out, I was in a school in Rockland County, a place called St. Anthony's. 2 cops were fatally shot and buried in the school cemetery. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Good story.
Why
did
you think that everyone needed to know that?
That's the alternate title of this segment, John. Scott G, I fucking love this one. 2 years ago, I convinced my son to use this as his walk-up song for baseball. His song is so much better than anyone else's. And I'm like, do you think any of the kids think that?
Oh,
or do they think that he's a fucking loser?
You know why it's the best? Because I picked it.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I love just a bad dad that thinks they're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, this guy stinks and he's just so pleased.
I force my son to do stuff. He's awesome.
Yeah. You want to know why my son has a big dick? Because of me.
Like every other kid on the team.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to come out to rap music.
Right. Yeah, they've all got some rap song, and then this one kid is just. They're like, no, we don't talk to him.
Yeah, all the other kids will get to come out to their theme from their favorite Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
game.
that's right. Yeah, some video game shit.
Poor kids that just suffering, insufferable father.
Pedro Emanuel from 8 years ago, and I don't understand this at all. My name is John Cena, and now I'm going to UFC to fight against Anderson the Spider Silva. Why am I here? I don't know. But, and you now, what am I doing here? And I love Rage Against the Machine.
John Cena, we found your burner account.
What if that is just John Cena, though?
I mean,
I would have loved to see him drop.
Vince, I tried to fight Anderson Silva, but he would not respond to me.
If he dropped to 185 to fight Anderson Silva, that'd be interesting,
Oh, yeah. We'd so quickly learn once again that wrestling is not real. And UFC quite is.
Oh, yeah. Johnny Random, 14 years ago, Rush is so intellectual, and people have no idea.
Oh, fuck you, man.
A lot of bands are actually. People have no idea how intellectual Metallica lyrics are. Some of their songs, some, not all of them. Hey, let's start a poll or something on this comment page. Someone name Rush's most intellectual song.
Let's start a poll.
What were the comments underneath?
I don't know. This was 14 years ago, so I don't even know.
People don't respond to most of these.
Yeah. We're plumbing the, I always say, there's in the ocean, there's life at the top and there's life at the bottom and nothing in between. That's kind of where we're at with most of these comments. I'll find shit where I'm just like,
I will say this. The idea, and first of all, everyone who likes Rush does say that, you don't understand how intellectual they are.
Also, 2112 is the most intellectual Rush song. Come on. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah.
It's got a number in it. That's not what bands do.
It's so intellectual. It's about a religion based around rock and roll not existing, so you can't rock. But someone
smart,
broke
though.
into the temple, and now they are, in fact. Sam, are you sitting down? They're rocking.
You can't stop them.
Yeah.
The bar for deep and intellectual and rock music is so fucking low.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like the thing of, this is the thing. I love the Grateful Dead. And what you realize with the Grateful Dead is the Grateful Dead are just the only well-rounded musicians in rock and roll in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
In that it's like, well, how are they able to jam? It's like, well, they just understood musical changes and theory, and the rest of you were you were Van Halen. Also amazingly talented, but you don't need to know how to, do a jazz shuffle. You just go...
Retro Scoop 10 years ago. Nice ditty, but singer often sounds like an irritated vixen with a certain percentage of testosterone. It's melodically rather chaotic at times. I'll stick to that other Canadian band if you don't mind. They're called Saga. But I'm sure lots of little Stalins will find it necessary to pull my ear, say in a nice or not so nice way, not to criticize their gods, Rush. Funny place, this planet Earth.
So he just got in a fight with some guys at a bar about Rush and Saga.
Fucking Saga's better.
I will tell you, that's a very Canadian thing of I don't even know if he was in a bar. He may have just heard a Saga song. And was why don't more people like that? You've added way too many American elements. That had to be spurned on by someone. He did that to himself.
This was all in his own brain.
Yeah. He was probably listeing to April Wine.
Oh, God, April Wine rips so hard,
They
dude.
do rip so fucking hard.
I love April Wine. Super Lift Rick, 12 years ago. Super Bowl 2012. Yeah. More like Super Bowl 2112.
Yeah.
I would love it. Fill the field with people, play out a video, and crank it up so damn loud that it cracks the concrete. Holy shit. It would be awesome. Fantastic. Mind-blowing. Fantabulous. Tie in the greatest laser show and best performance known to man with a live interactive 3D glasses. And wow, everyone entering receives medical marijuana card. Sweet. So he's fantasy booking the Super Bowl
I
halftime
respect this
show.
guy so hard.
I do too.
Does he understand if you're live somewhere you don't need 3D glasses? You're seeing it in 3D in real life.
Does he also understand that a medical marijuana card does not also provide you with marijuana?
Wait, when was this written?
That was for the Super Bowl for 20. It was written in 2012, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But still, but just the idea of
Also, he put marijuana in quotes.
Yes, medical marijuana card. And there was another weird one with that, too. Wesley K. Jelson 10 years ago. Whoever doesn't want to get high on medicinal marijuana or legally, and if you smoke pot, you, sir, are dumbass. Just saying, it's a pretty good song to get high to.
Damn, Wesley, you're high as fucking shit.
man,
That doesn't
that's
make any sense.
Here is the thing, though, and Grateful Dead has a lot of these, too, which is there's a lot of people that love Rush and the Grateful Dead, and the problem is that no one else around them does.
Right. Yeah.
This is their thing.
Yeah.
That they do by themselves. So when it gets out into the internet, I think people are too much themselves. Or man, getting high is cool.
Yeah.
I better go tell these people I get high. There's that thing of and then
well, it's like if I go to watch an Auburn game at a bar in L.A., I understand that after the game, no one gives a shit in the entire city except for me.
Yeah.
So you just come out, you're like, yeah, if we win, and then you're like, huh.
This is the classic I'm high by myself and have no one to talk to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's this band in a nutshell.
I just started, I'm trying to push my stand-up more, and I've started posting a lot on Reddit.
Yeah.
And I have found that I'm really great in the comments. If I get ripped, I am I'm asking questions. I'm taking... insulting troll comments as genuine inquiries. I mean, actually, I think you'll find comedy is subjective, and some people are funny and some people aren't funny. And it's just like, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I like to apologize and say I'll work on it for next time.
I take their side, and nothing infuriates them more. Every time I'm like, I completely agree.
I always do that. I always do that. Anytime anybody says anything on any of our YouTube clips, I always take their side. I'm like, oh, you'd probably you should get on the Patreon. I'll send you a free sticker.
My personal favorite is also like, have you ever gotten that and then they get angry at you? No, you don't like this. That's you. Yeah, man, I agree. I've heard you out. Every time, to the point that once it turned out I was doing it to a 14-year-old in Australia.
Yes,
got him.
Got him. Don't you feel proud? Who messaged me and was like, "Hey, man, this isn't how the internet works."
You shut the fuck up, mate. That's what you do.
Yeah. I might take you like a cognac.
I got a couple more here. Jordashian Bear 1 year ago. My mom checked to see if I knew how to fight like a mafia girl. She was so proud when I passed the test. That's why I love this song. Chunga checked at Imperial Junior High School to see if I could fight. Chunga and her cellulite fat tree trunk legs trying to fight me in the kitchen. Why don't you try a salad? LOL. I have the mentality of a 5-year-old. I have to win. I went there looking for Beverly Hills white boys. They knew that, and they got so jealous. I told you, no cute California guys go there. They will follow you to your apartment and your job, and they hate Trump because he's white. I got him unimpeached. Chaffee is smart, though, and his mom is the baddest bitch in Beverly Hills, California. This song's so appropriate for that time period right now. That Ukrainian chick going through my purse and my paperwork, touching my tablet. She was just looking at me like I can't do anything.
I gotta tell you.
I like that she's nuts, but she keeps going back to the song. She wants you to know that this is playing in her brain.
You can't find evidence of this anywhere on the internet except for one mention of it on Joe Rogan's podcast in 2011. There was a period of time when Irish travelers thought YouTube was email.
Ooh, yes.
So they didn't understand that people could also see the videos. They thought they were sending it to Johnny O'Flanagan.
That might explain a lot of this segment, because we've always thought there's been a lot of times where it's like, were they trying to text somebody and they just pulled up YouTube somehow?
That's what I think is. I think some people think this is like a way to communicate
messenger service
to the band.
This is what happened with WhatsApp.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They think it's social media.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're not leaving a comment. They're doing it to start a conversation.
That's the craziest thing about it, which is also like, they keep doing this and don't notice it's not working.
Right.
But isn't that amazing?
They probably leave reviews on Google for businesses and all sorts of shit.
Oh, yeah. And finally, Ming Bai Man from 6 years ago.
All right, Ming, let's hear it.
Is Ming Bai Man the brother of Ming the Merciless? We don't understand that on that planet, the first name is the last name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His name isn't Ming; it's the Merciless.
Or it might be, Ming the wrestler. Who knows? Ming Baiman from 6 years ago. This song to me is drinking a draft beer with my buddies on Aragon Alley in Korea. The rumble and roar of F-4 fighters at Osan Air Force Base. A plate of dried squid and peanuts for a snack. Ew. With 3 or 4 girls gathered around to share it with. Now, a pretty girl is sitting on my lap asking me, "Where you work ye?" That's my 80s. That's my Rush. That's my Tom Sawyer memory.
Just fucking hookers in Korea.
Yeah, exactly.
I have never heard a guy who I know is an annoying 50-year-old more in my life.
Hell yeah.
That shirt, that comment comes with a polo shirt and the phrase, "Well, hear me out," after saying the N-word.
Dried squid, peanuts, and Korean prostitutes.
Hell yeah.
You and I had exactly the same moment of, I know who this is. As soon as he said peanuts, I was like, strap in. I'm so impressed that he used the proper word for Koreans.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Well, this
is when we find out that Air Force base is based in Japan.
That is Rush with their song Tom Sawyer, our jam of the week.